Hello, my chicklets. Thank you for stopping by. I am emotionally wrecked by Thomas's new music video, so today I have a short, soft story for you. This one is called Late Night Crafts. Like many nights before, Virgil sat on the couch in the common room. Part of being anxiety was not being able to sleep well. It was hard to fight against all of his thoughts and fears, but he found something that helped. In his hands were colored cords that he had been weaving into a bracelet. Over the past year, he had taken up macrame. It was a quiet craft that was easy to hide, and its uses were versatile. He had made a few things from his room using purple and black twine, and he had even made items for the others. Virgil, however, had never given them any of these gifts. Each of the things he had made, a set of owls that had each side's coloring for Patton, a rug for Logan's bedroom, and a Disney wall hanging for Roman, sat hidden in his own bedroom. The wall hanging had probably taken Virgil the longest, and Virgil knew he would never actually give it to Roman. The anxiety of rejection was too strong. He knew the sides cared for him now, but that didn't seem to ease his doubts. Still, Virgil continued to make things for his family. He used this time, late at night, to think about all of the things he loved about each of them. He couldn't admit it to them. It was an understood thing, though. He loved them. He loved all of Patton's dad jokes. He loved how the fatherly side always wanted the best for them. He loved how Patton would wake up early to make sure they all had a proper breakfast. He would check in on them at least once a week, just to make sure they were doing okay. Virgil looked down at the bracelet he was making. It was dark, and he could barely see it, but he could feel the baby blue cord that made up the sides of the bracelet. Patton held the family together. Sometimes they didn't get the chance to tell him that, but he really was the father of the group, no matter how much the others protested. Logan was the backbone of the family, and the center color of Virgil's creation. He made sense of the chaotic world, found patterns in the most beautiful ways. His curiosity for the world was unparalleled. He was intelligent, but he had a thirst and desire to continue to learn. For Logan, it would never be enough, and his immense knowledge made Virgil feel more secure. He would never admit it to Logan's face, but he appreciated when Logan broke down the world into probabilities. It made Virgil feel more secure when he knew how likely something was. It also gave him a focus on what to worry about. Virgil tied off the bracelet and tied it around his wrist. In the center was a swirling red design for Roman, the one side that Virgil had the hardest time being honest with. Roman was passionate. Roman was creative. Roman was the prince. Roman, who was everything Virgil couldn't be. He was confident, he was brave, he was what pushed Thomas to believe in himself. Roman and Virgil hadn't gotten along in years, but recently things had changed. If Roman was willing to admit that Virgil helped make them better, then maybe Virgil could admit that Thomas was not himself without Roman. The couch shifted as Virgil did, closing his eyes and resting his head on the back. He loved his family. More than Logan loved crofters, more than Patton loved cats, and more than Roman loved Disney. When they asked him to talk about it, he had wanted to, but he couldn't find the words. Virgil was also afraid. If he let them see that side of himself, they wouldn't take him seriously in the future. Sure, he had changed. He was working with them now, but he would always be the flight or fight aspect of Thomas that was hesitant to move forward. "Virgil, what are you doing up already?" He quickly pulled down his sleeve to hide the bracelet and shoved his supplies in the pocket of his hoodie. Just couldn't sleep. "Aw, kiddo, you know you can always come to me if you can't sleep." "I know. Thanks, Pat. But it wasn't too bad tonight, and I'm feeling better now." Looking at him from over the couch, he could see Patton smile. "Hey, you need any help, Popstar?" Patton's smile only grew. "That would be great." They both knew Patton didn't actually need help, but spending time together was enough. Virgil got off the couch, walking over to Patton and nudging their shoulders together. "Hey, Patton, I think it's excellent we get to make breakfast together." He finally giggled, not able to hold it back. "You crack me up." They both heard a groan coming from Logan's bedroom before smiling to each other and sharing a laugh. Virgil ran a finger over the bracelet once again. He truly did love his family. Thank you all for listening. I do hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.